Next up, guys, we have another bigger name out there now. And that's Russell Wilson. Let's ride.
That's right.
The Giants have been rumored to be a Russell Wilson destination now for years. There was rumors that the Giants were interested in him when he was being traded to the Denver Broncos. There was the visit Russell Wilson had with the Giants organization before he signed with the Steelers. There's been things there, and there's all kinds of rumors that he would want to sign with the Giants because his wife obviously is Ciara, and being in LA or New York is very good for her business, obviously. Not exactly a big hip-hop scene in Pittsburgh. Just doesn't seem like it. Yeah.
It could be.
No. So, but, again, this is a guy now that you got that's older. You got 37 he's going to be next year, guys. 37. I know he still looks 25 because he still looks like a kid. It's ridiculous. Whatever.
It's amazing.
Whoever his plastic surgeon is, sign me up.
What skin cream is he using?
37, like I said. So 11 games on the season, 11 starts, 63.7 completion percentage, 2,482 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Now, we got questions on all these guys. The questions for Russell Wilson. First off, what does he have left in the tank? 37 years old, guys. A lot of people are looking to retire at that point.
Yeah.
And
he didn't look so hot playing for Broncos, and where they literally like sucked up money to get rid of him to get Bo Nix.
Yes. Though I think he played better that second year with Denver.
100%
I think it's more of a matter if they just want to move on in general. I feel like as long as he didn't play MVP style, they were going to get rid of him. I think Sean Payton from the get-go was like, we're going to get rid of him immediately. That was a Payton thing, I think. Because the first year, there wasn't a problem. They get Sean Payton. All of a sudden, it's a problem.
Yeah.
So, the other question is, will the Steelers use the franchise tag on him? Or would they use the transitional tag? Now, if they use the transitional tag, they give him 1 year, $35 million, and first right of refusal on any contract that he signs long-term. It also locks up $35 million in your cap space, though. Pro and a con.
Yeah.
Pretty much guarantees you get him. I don't think anybody's going to pay him $35 million. But it also guarantees you could be paying $35 million for him. I don't think they'll do it for that reason alone. Russell Wilson is not worth $35 million, folks.
I don't think so.
Now, here's the other part of that. You need to know somebody in that Pittsburgh system, that Pittsburgh, building. And don't get me wrong, the Giants do. The Maras and the Rooneys are literally connected by marriage. But what you got to know is, how is Russell Wilson with Justin Fields? Because I need to know how he is as a mentor, because at 37, that's what you are. You are a 1 or 2 year stopgap guy getting your last couple of years in the NFL.
Yep.
That's it. That's your job. Your job is to mentor the young guy. And listen, you can get a whole lot worse mentor than Russell Wilson. Multiple Pro Bowler, 2-time Super Bowl appearance, at least. 1-time winner, should have been 2 if they just ran the damn ball. And that, unfortunately, that play's going to haunt him his whole career. But it's like, this is a guy who's had. Listen, if you told me right now that we're going to draft a guy and you guarantee me the career that Russell Wilson had, sign me up.
Yeah, I mean, how can you be upset about that? Like,
so, can he be a mentor and can he help someone else develop into that type of quarterback? That's the question, and we're not going to know that. We're not going to be able to answer that here in the show. Only people that can answer that are people that actually worked with him and know him well. Now, you've heard bad things about him was in Denver. There was a lot of bad going around about him. And I think part of it was, to be very frank, I think a smear campaign by the Sean Payton people. Because you never heard a damn thing until Sean Payton got out of there. As soon as Sean Payton came in their office, they're like, oh, hold on. He's got his own office. He has his own parking space. He does this. He does that. And blah, 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 blah. And everything they could possibly to smear him.
Well, I thought that happened the first year.
No, so in between the first and second year, once they hired Sean Payton, that's when that stuff came out. They did not talk about that the first year. Now, it happened the first year, supposedly, that he had his own office and blah, 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 because that was in his contract. But nobody talked about it. Nobody complained about it
Yeah.
until year 2 when Sean Payton came in. I'm just saying, that's my own personal opinion, is that I have no proof other than pure conjecture on my part. But I think Sean Payton did a masterful media hit piece on him in the offseason and wanted to sway public opinion. He knew what he was going to do right off the bat.
Yep.
So, like I said, we'll have to see in Russell Wilson. If I do get him, like I said, that's what he is. He's a bridge quarterback for a year or two, and that's it. And you better have that bridge go somewhere, or else you're going to be in a lot of trouble in a year or two. Because Russell Wilson will be just good enough to win you a couple games that you won't get a top flight quarterback. But he won't be good enough to get you into the playoffs or even far in the playoffs if you happen to get in. We saw it this year. It's what he is at this point. It's a little bit of magic left, but not enough.
Yeah.
So,
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you.